Hello and welcome back to another episode of MCMMO Minecraft. This is episode 4. In the last episode we left off doing a little bit of exploring. We found a jungle, got some saplings, some acacia saplings and some bamboo. Between then and now I did a little bit more exploring around the area, found a couple of villages to raid and was just looking for somewhere hopefully to set up. Didn't come across anything that was particularly exciting or inspiring, so we headed back home, unloaded everything, and we decided that we would cross the ocean to the south from base. I travelled a couple of thousand blocks between there and here, found a ocean monument not too far out, which was great, and then we came across this. We've got a mushroom island, but it's not just any mushroom island, small mushroom island, as well as a considerably larger mushroom island. It's actually a pretty big island, but what's pretty special, or potentially special, is in between the two islands we have an ocean monument, literally bang in the middle of the two islands, which is pretty cool. So I've been doing some thinking about what we're going to do with it. I'd kind of be rude not to. Let's get up on the shore here, and there we go. Get up the top here and we'll sleep so we got some daylight. Or I would if I had my bed and a chest. Never mind. So yeah, so I've set up another portal and dug a little tunnel back to home base, just for ease of access. As I said, this is although that's obviously quite a small island there, this one is considerably larger. If we can get down, I'll show you the other thing about this island. There is a ravine going through it somewhere, which is pretty cool. But you kind of see the scale of this island. It's pretty huge. A lot of potential. But if we come over the other side here, as you can see in the distance, just off the shore, is another ocean monument, which did surprise me a little bit, not going to lie. So that's pretty cool. So between that one, and the one between here and where the villages and everything is, we've got 3 ocean monuments. So if nothing else, we can have plenty of sponge. So time to make a plan, I guess. I was considering, as I was on the boat ride over here first time, I was kind of just going through different ideas what I'm going to do, because I'm just not finding any terrain that is in the least bit exciting. I think, is this a ravine? No, that's just a cave. So it looks like we've got a big cave under here. I haven't fully explored the island or anything. Hopefully that will lead into a big cave or something. That'd be pretty cool. Here's the ravine. It's water filled, which is quite nice. We could channel it through either end to the ocean if we wanted. We could obviously do something with the ocean monuments. This one just over here that's in between the islands. What I thought we could do is do a full drain on it, and then basically drain from land to land either side and have a strip going through that we can decorate up and do whatever. And we could use, say, this one as kind of a base. Could, change it up, change the materials up, change the layout, whatever. The other one we could use as a guardian farm. I don't really know yet. It's just kind of ideas that I'm having. But yeah, so on the boat ride over, I was trying to consider what I was going to do, and I was actually considering doing something in the Nether. because I've always wanted to set up a proper base in the Nether, but it's something I've kind of never gotten round to doing, I guess. So that's also a consideration. But we're definitely going to do something here. I think we could really do something worthwhile. Apart from once several years ago on a server that shut down before I got anywhere near complete on a project on a mushroom island, I've never actually built on a mushroom island, so it's something different for me. Um, yeah, so we'll have a think about it. Probably do a little bit more exploring around, see what we can find. Still on the hunt for dark oak. I think that's the last wood type we're after, so that's going to be a priority. So I'll do a little bit more exploring, and I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so it's been a little while since I recorded that first clip. It's been about a week. Two main reasons. I haven't been well, and I've just not had the time or energy to get stuff done to actually produce something for content. So I had a few days where I didn't play at all, just quite rough, and other things. And the second reason is there is now a massive difference to this. We are no longer running McMmo for a couple of reasons. We've had some issues running it, etc. I won't go into too great a detail, but it's no longer a thing here for us. Now that obviously poses an issue because the whole premise of this series was that it was McMmo Minecraft. So I didn't know whether to continue the series, whether to cut it off and start fresh, vanilla. Over the last few days, I have been on and done some bits and pieces on live stream just to enjoy playing it, not really knowing what direction to go. I think I've decided that I'm going to continue it, just as a more vanilla thing without the McMmo, because we've made a start and there's some good things around and there could be some good things coming. So I'd like to keep it going. It's a shame that we've lost the ability to run the McMmo. Like I said, it's the entire premise of the series starting up, but I'm sure we can move past that and continue on. It's not to say that at some point we won't be able to use it again, but I don't know at the moment. So we'll continue as we are. So we're completely vanilla apart from I added more mob heads. So all the mobs drop their heads or have a chance to. Just a fun little thing to collect and, you know. So let's go over what we've done on stream. Let's hop down. Down at the skeleton spider spawners, they're all set up nice. I've did a little bit decorative, but nothing major, nothing. It's not pretty, but it's functional kind of thing, you know. So we won't bother going down there at the moment. Obviously, have this here. We've got some villagers breeding. I haven't made an actual legit proper villager breeder. Just this, which is doing the job. Suits my needs at the moment, because if I build a villager breeder, I'm only going to tear it down at some point, so this will do. This is the second lot of breeding. We've already moved some into the hillside over here. Set up a little pool on stream last night with some axolotls we found. Found us a lush cave. So that's what we've got at the moment. This guy escaped, and for the life of me I can't get him back in. So we've got a few dotted around. We're going to fill this up. Probably go a little bit further this way and maybe round and double back them onto each other. Kind of wish I'd made this a little bit wider. It was a little narrow and enclosed, but it's fine. It'll do the job nice. Also, as you can see, I've been doing some trading. I've now got a full set of diamond gear, diamond tools I've enchanted. So that's good progress. Next is going to be the armor, which we'll work on at some point soon. You just dump all that in there. Don't mind the dump chest. We don't talk about it. I spent quite a lot of time searching for a desert. Eventually found one, several thousand blocks away, which is accessible via the nether. So we'll pop over there at some point, bring back some more sand. So crack on and get some bits done, and I'll catch you soon. Okay, so I actually decided that I would take you with me on the trip over to the desert. We can see what else we've discovered as well. So that way goes to our fortress and to the where does that go? Oh, to the Mushroom Islands, which I think is definitely where we're going to set up. We're going to do something with those ocean monuments. I did some exploring around the area, including the one between where the villages are and the Mushroom Islands, the two at the Mushroom Islands. So including those three, in the relatively immediate area, I think we found 6 or 7. So if we get them, if I get myself geared up fairly soon, then we'll get to raid them, and we should end up with a healthy amount of sponge, hopefully. This is the temporary ugly nether walkway to the portal for the desert. The desert, which actually backs onto a big jungle and a mesa, which is handy. But also, keep getting these spawn on here. It's a bloody pain. Cool. So the portal for the... So I went out and explored and found the desert, and I plunked down a portal on it. And it actually brought us to another fortress. Big one. It is pretty vast. But also, if I can remember, if I don't fall off, I think I need to go this way to see it. Yeah, it's pretty big. But you see, we've got 2 blaze spawners. And there is a point in the middle where they both activate, which is nice. So yeah, this thing's huge, and it continues off down that way and around the back here, and it's the biggest one I've seen for a while. I haven't fully explored it. I've barely explored it, actually. So if we hop in through this portal here. So I came from over there, found the desert, got a well, but also we found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 azalea trees. So if that isn't a sign of a lush cave, I don't know what is. We did last night actually find the lush cave. It doesn't seem like much of one, but then it really opened up. It's actually a Enderman. We want Enderman. We need Ender Pearls. Because as soon as I can, I would like to find the end portal. And it gave me a pearl. Cool. So many aren't giving me pearls. Yeah, I'd like to find the end portal as soon as I can, really. That would be great. Also, over in this desert, we saw an ocelot, which was cool. Haven't seen an ocelot in a long time. We also found Jungle Temple, which I also haven't seen in a long time. So that was cool. The loot was, as you'd expect, pretty terrible. But I took the pistons and stuff that are inside. The jungle carries on around that way, and there is, I think it. What the hell? Okay, I guess Creeper didn't appreciate being shot. Okay, yeah, I think it's back over that way. There's a swamp, quite a big swamp. So if we need early game slime before we find a slime chunk, that will do. Also good for obviously orchids. Bit of iron there. I've decided once I've stocked up on villagers for trading, I'm going to keep a couple back and just box them away somewhere safe as a just in case. But after that, I've decided I'm going to go on and set up an iron farm. It just makes sense, really. It'll allow us to do a lot more. See if I can find the mesa. Found some nice terrain. So I crossed the ocean towards the Mushroom Islands, and then I just kept going. And we ended up actually finding some really nice meadows, some real nice terrain that we can do something with at some point. Let's hop down here. Bunny rabbit. We've got a village, desert village, but also there's a little sort of cavey, ravine-y bit that housed a jungle temple, desert temple, which also had some pretty terrible loot. Let's not fall down in there. We only need one more axolotl to complete the wild set, and that's the brown one. So here's the mesa, or whatever you call it these days. I still call it a mesa. Just as I still call that hardened clay. I can't get used to calling it terracotta. They're pretty steep, hilly. There's a lot of red sand over there and a peak up there. So it's a relatively large desert we've got, which is nice. Oh, it's not a peak. It's a whole lot. So at some point I expect we'll come through and have a look around the mesa, explore the mine shafts and see what we can find. Probably lots of gold and stuff. So that'll probably be a thing we do on stream as well. I've decided I should have been doing it from the start, really, but I'm going to start popping my a link to my Twitch in the description. And I was considering a Discord. I know don't really have an awful lot of use for it at the moment, but it will be there as and when the time comes for it to be used. So yeah, so we'll gather up a little bit of sand to take back. Actually, I think I've got some sand in the chest already that we can take with us. So going home empty-handed. Just chuck some bits in this dump chest. So it says a couple of the heads. Oh, actually, no, we'll do the lush cave another time because we're going to properly explore that. Grab some sand. What can we get rid of? Chuck that in there. I'll keep them. That'll be fine. Let's hop back through. We'll head back and drop the sand off at home. As I said, I want to try and get to the end as soon as I can, and we can get shulker boxes and things on the go. It's going to be a massive pain moving all the sand over to the Mushroom Islands. One inventory and a ender chest at a time. But I don't seem to be seeing an awful lot of Endermen. Spawns just seem really low. But I've got, what, 3 or 4 ender pearls now. Which might be enough to get us to the end portal. Unlikely it'll be enough to light the portal. So I think my next plan of action is to get some decent armour and a better bow. So I'm going to probably do it via the villagers. I do have a what do you call him? Guy that trades armour. Name eludes me now. But we have got one that we're slowly unlocking, hence all the iron and chain trousers I had at the start. So yeah, so I think the next plan of action is next to get a set of armour. So I'll probably grind that on stream tonight. Tonight being Saturday. And then we'll go from there. So this is just going to be a short, sweet episode, just to kind of fill you in on what's going on, where we're going, what we're doing. I'm going to try and get back to popping out at least one episode a week, maybe 2, just kind of see how it goes and what time I've got at the moment. So I'll leave it here. If you've watched this far, thank you very much. If you've watched at all, thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated. As always, any comments, any constructive criticisms, any suggestions, drop it down in the comments. I'm always open to ideas, thoughts, anything that could be done and improved, etc. So thank you again, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.